Hello everybody, it's me, Pierre Fear. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. Did not sleep very well last night. My whole body was like super fucking itchy, but other than that, I already swore. Sorry, YouTube thing or whatever. I'm gonna be making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie theory. I know it's weird. I don't do movie theories or theories in general. Well, I did at one point. I think I made a Ruby theory like a long time ago, and I hate making theories, honestly, because I don't think I'm good at it, but this one I feel like I could make a good theory on. Don't have to believe in it, but this is how I feel like it's gonna go. So we're gonna be talking about the movie. I'm gonna try and bring the games into it a little bit. Not saying that they're probably not canon to one another, but that's what they said about the books. So it's possible that this is Mike Schmidt's story after the events of, or like what happened to Mike Schmidt after the events of him being fired or other stuff. I don't know. Anyway, besides the point. So what I wanted to talk about is how I feel like FNAF 2, FNAF 1 are actually a lot closer to one another than what I thought at first. FNAF 2 is definitely a prequel, even in the movie. I think is still going to be a prequel because, judging on how Golden Freddy is missing an ear, he's very close to his FNAF 2 version than he is his FNAF 1 version of him. I'm gonna get into that later, but what I'm trying to say is that people are confused about William Afton or Springtrap or Spring Bonnie being in FNAF 1, but to me it makes sense, because in the games, he leads you into the back room and you might be like, okay, but it's not the FNAF 3 or the whatever location it is, but the FNAF 1 office I'm pretty sure is there too, right? So, I think what they're trying to tell you is that Spring Bonnie was always in FNAF 1. It's just he never showed up in FNAF 1. And so I just had this idea where it's like, maybe William Afton didn't kill the kids in FNAF 1 and killed the kids in FNAF 2 with their old suits in the movie way, because I know that people were complaining about the smell in FNAF 1, like that was actually them smelling bad and stuff in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. You know, they definitely died in FNAF 1. But, um, I do think in the movie, I think the kids were killed in FNAF 2, the prequel, and were stuffed in the suits. And then when taken to FNAF 1, they were haunted, cleaned out, whatever, so they're all clean. And now they're haunted in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Now, and this is where I think William Afton is going to get spring-locked, and I think how they're going to do it is have the kids, as like the ghosts, scare him into the suit, or since he's already in the suit, he looks like he's going after the kid and, Mike Schmidt. I think, I think the kids are gonna do like I think what the sorry, I have something in my throat. And it's not a dick, unfortunately. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that so basically what I'm trying to say is that I think William Afton's gonna get springlocked. He's gonna get led to the back room where Mike Schmidt's gonna be. I think he's gonna capture Mike Schmidt. Goes to kill him. The kids save him, which scares William Afton, which makes him get spring locked, and I think that's what's gonna happen. I think we're gonna see the spring lock scene because I think Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has a big tie-in with this one. So what I'm trying to say is I think he killed the kids in FNAF 2, and then in FNAF 1, since those old animatronics, not the toy animatronics, the old animatronics are rebuilt, like, rebuilt into this new franchise, the new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which is FNAF 1. And so they came along with it. Like they were still haunting the endoskeletons of those suits, and when Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy were repaired, and Golden Freddy, uh, to serve as the new animatronics in FNAF 1, I think the souls stayed and still were there. And I think FNAF 1 eventually closed because I actually do think the Bite of 87 happened in FNAF 1, in the movie. And I think that's what closed the pizzeria down. And then I think it takes place in the 1990s. Somewhere around, like 1998, 1999. Somewhere around there is where I think the movie takes place in. Or maybe the early 2000s. And I think that's when, so just so abandoned, the kids have been in the suits or haunted the suits for so long, all alone inside the pizzeria. I think the reason why there's a taxi, here's where Golden Freddy comes in. The reason why I think there's a taxi is I think they went to the FNAF 2 location. And that's where Golden Freddy was. And that's why they're taking a taxi to go to the FNAF 1 pizzeria. Now, sounds stupid, but hear me out for a second. I don't know how Golden Freddy fits in a fucking taxi in the first place. Very interesting. I will say that that's impressive shit right there. But I think he called out to the girl, and I think that's her friend is Golden Freddy. I don't think it's regular Freddy, I don't think it's Fox, none of them. I think it's just Golden Freddy, and I think he's more, he or she, I'm not sure, because the lore is kind of mixed on that right now, with two people taking over the suit, so I think, her friend, she says there's a friend in that scene that was leaked. I think Golden Freddy is that friend, and I think, he or she called out to her, and that's why they're in the car. That's why they're gonna go to the first pizzeria. Technically second pizzeria, because, FNAF 1's actually FNAF 2, technically. So, therefore, I think she picked him up, basically, and is driving him to the FNAF 1 pizzeria. And that's why they're outside the door. That's why she's holding his hand in that poster, or whatever, because they're gonna go inside the pizzeria, the FNAF 1 location. And that's why I think, that's why he's in a taxi in the first place. And I literally watched no theories on the FNAF movie yet, so I'm just taking this on the top of my head on what I've seen and what I think. And so far, what I think is the FNAF 1 pizzeria and the FNAF 2 pizzeria are going to be shown. Do I think Sister Location could be shown? Because I did see some people talk about it when I was watching reactions of the FNAF 1, the FNAF movie. Do I think we could see a Sister Location in there? Maybe. I don't think so. And I think, since there's going to be 3 movies, well, at least that's what people are talking about, I think it's going to be mostly on FNAF 1, FNAF 2, and FNAF 3. I think there's going to be hints of Sister Location in the 3rd movie, or at the end of the 2nd movie. But I don't think the 2nd movie is going to take place in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Maybe if they want to do a prequel and then go to FNAF 3, maybe. But, so, the thing about the movie, it's so confusing, and a lot of people are confused. I think the red eyes make sense. I know a lot of people are saying the red eyes look bad. I don't think so. They look orange now, so they definitely tamed it down. But then you see a scene of Foxy with bright red eyes. So I think they get angrier and angrier over time, and if you've seen the FNAF games or the books, their eyes are red, especially when the Remnant, I think is what it's called, or the Agony, takes over, and the eyes turn extremely red. That's actually so, like, you can see that especially in Security Breach where their eyes are red in the blob. I'm pretty sure their eyes are red in the blob. And that's why I was thinking, like, I don't know why people are upset about the red eyes, but that's besides the point. That's anyway. So I think the souls of the kids are super angry. That's why the eyes get redder and redder, and that's why they weren't red when they saw the kid, his sister, Mike Smith's sister, and that's why I think their eyes weren't red when they saw her. Now, it's cool to know what the fuck Mike Schmidt looks like now. I guess they could base Mike Schmidt off of him. And it's cool to get more about Mike Schmidt because, like, nobody has ever really talked about him ever since the first game and ever since he was shown. Also, if you wonder how I got the blur back, I don't know if you guys know, but I got a RTX 4070 for a banger deal, and I only had to pay, believe it or not, $450 for it Canadian, not because it was used, because a friend of mine offered to pay half. So I got a good fucking deal. I mean, it's better than the 1080 Ti. So expect better content. My latest VR chat video shows that now I can do 1440p at a perfect frame rate. And my brother also edited that video, so it looks really, really nice, and the editing definitely is a lot higher there. My brother won't be editing this video, I will be, so my editing is not as good, but I'm gonna learn, because my brother can't just always edit my videos. Also, anyway, besides the point, sorry, I'm getting off topic again. So, here's how I think it's gonna go. First movie is gonna be how the kids Springlock, Springtrap, or William Afton, and then he becomes Springtrap from Spring Bonnie. And I do think there's going to be flashbacks to Five Nights at Freddy's 2, because I heard that the Puppet and Balloon Boy will be in it. So, and there's voice actors for them, so I think there's going to be flashbacks of those. And probably of Chica being the first that was killed. So maybe we'll get flashbacks from her when William Afton put them in the suits in FNAF 2. I actually do think they were put in the suits of FNAF 2 in the movie, not in the games. I mean, I'm not so sure about the games. I mean, they looked haunted to me. The old animatronics looked like they moved and stuff, so maybe they were stuffed in the suit in FNAF 2 in the game as well. So... And then the FNAF 2 movie, when FNAF 2 comes out, the FNAF 2 movie, I think it's might be a prequel to FNAF 2 to show what happened to lead up to the events of FNAF 1. And then when FNAF 3, the movie, comes out, I think that's when it's going to take off from the events of FNAF 1, the first movie, and then have some flashbacks of FNAF 2 and FNAF 1 for William Afton for when he wakes up in the suit. And I also think that at the end of the credits, at the end of the movie credits of FNAF 1 movie, I think they're going to actually have William Afton say, "I always come back," and have him get up as Springtrap. But then it's going to confuse people when the second movie comes out, except for people that are theorists and longtime fans of the franchise. I've been a longtime fan. I've been a fan since 2014. It might confuse some normal people that don't know much about Five Nights at Freddy's when the second movie comes out and it's actually a prequel to the first one. Not showing much of Springtrap, but as Spring Bonnie, and probably not him even wearing the suit yet until what happens, who killed the kids who led them with a yellow suit in the back. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my theory. That's what I think the movie is going to be about. Do I think it's going to be gory? I actually do think there's going to be blood. Definitely. With the Springlock scene, I definitely see blood happening. I know with the cupcake jump scare, or the, cupcake death in the new movie trailer, I know with that, there wasn't a lot of blood to begin with that, but I don't think I don't. Maybe there was blood and I wasn't seeing it properly, but I know there wasn't much blood there. But with the Springlock scene, I do think it's going to get gory. Do I think they're gonna show it because it's PG-13? I think they're gonna show it off camera with like the shadow of him being Springlocked and drop, and maybe his hand in the corner of the screen falls with a little bit of blood and his arm like twitching or something. That's what I think they're gonna do. And of course, there's gonna be a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming. Michael, help me! Don't leave me here, Michael, help me! But yes, I do think that's gonna happen, and I think Matthew Leonard was a great option for William Afton. I think he's gonna play a great William Afton, especially because of that fucking laugh at the end of that trailer. That laugh, he's playing the character for fucking real. That was some good shit right there. I'm got that alone. Just the laugh in Spring Bonnie just coming over the corner of a fucking knife, just ready to go. Just and does that laugh. Also, I saw that he did this, like what Ghostface does to clean a knife. Did they do that on purpose, just so William Afton could have a cleaning his knife animation for Dead by Daylight? I'm sorry. Hey, he has a knife cleaning animation. Just like you could just take Ghostface's knife animation and just put it on Springtrap or William Afton or Spring Bonnie or Burn Trap or Scrap Trap or Purple Guy, whatever people go by him at this point. Um, I just say William Afton. I just call him William Afton. It just makes shit easier. I don't really call him Spring Bonnie, Spring Trap, Scrap Trap, Burn Trap, or Purple Guy anymore. Sometimes I call him Purple Guy still, but I go by I go by his real name because you know what? It's just fucking easier, and people know who you're talking about if they're into the franchise. Am I excited for the movie? Yes. Do I think my theory is right? Possibly. I had a lot of theories in my head that other theorists had. So if there's other theorists out there that has the same, thought that I have, tell me in the comments if you see this video. Let me know if you have the same thought process on the movie, on how it's gonna go. Because, again, the way I think the FNAF movie is gonna go, again, I'm just gonna say it again. Kids die in the second movie. The first movie is gonna be when the kids actually, finally start to lose it. And that's when all shit breaks loose, and then that's when William Afton gets spring locked in the Spring Trap or the Spring Bonnie suit. And then the third movie will be about him, mostly him, and I think that's where they're gonna end it. I don't know if they're gonna continue it at all with like maybe an off series or something. Maybe they'll have a Netflix spin-off series of the events of Five Nights at Freddy's. For maybe they'll have a spin-off series for maybe not spin-off series. Maybe they'll make a whole sister location Netflix series. Or they could do Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and have the Nightmare animatronics for a Netflix series for a couple episodes. Or have FNAF 4 with a mix of sister location. Because those two mix. So maybe they could do a spin-off series for Netflix. I know Netflix doesn't have a good reputation for that stuff, but if they're going to do it, sure, might as well try it. That would be really, really cool if they actually do that. That would be really, really cool. Learn more about the crying child and William Afton with sister location or Circus Baby's Pizza Place. Stuff like that. I think would be really, really cool. I'm happy the movie is finally coming out. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this since 2015, I think it was, when he said he was going to make a movie on it. This is going to be the first movie I'm going to watch without watching a YouTuber play a FNAF game, which is Markiplier. I always watch Markiplier on FNAF. That's just me, I guess. And I like to watch Spiff speedrun it. But I think Mark is going to be in the movie. I do think. I really, really do think he's gonna be in the movie. Did anybody ever think he's gonna be the phone guy? Because, judging on how busy Markiplier was with Iron Lung, do you think it's possible that the only bit of acting he could do for the movie was maybe talk on a phone? Like, do some voice lines and send it to Scott Cawthon when he had time to, you know, be the phone guy? People say that the movie might come a little earlier. I don't think so. I think it actually is going to stay on true to its date. I think it's actually going to be October 27th. I'm pretty sure is what it was. I'm working on a big project with my brother. He's making a Springtrap mask. I'm making a new withered body mask. If you guys have been watching my channel ever since I started this damn channel, I've made a withered body mask, and no, I am not a furry. Nothing wrong with furries, but I'm not a furry. I'm just a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I had a body mask. I made one, and it wasn't the best. But you'll find it somewhere on the channel. I'm pretty sure it's on the channel. It's a withered body mask I made. That one was made of scraps. We have a 3D printer now. So we are 3D printing the parts for the mask, and it's actually going to look a lot better. The jaw is going to actually slide onto my face like this, and it's going to have a strap at the back, and a little plastic piece is going to be right here, so when I talk, the jaw moves. The endoskeleton is probably going to be up here on my forehead, because the head's going to be pretty, not this big, but like, about, I would say this big, so the eyes, the endo eyes will be up here, the red eyes, because it's actually going to have the endoskeleton with the wires this time, ears up here, and it's, I'm going to have my eyes just below the endoskeleton with like a black fabric where I can see out. I think it would be really, really cool. Withered Bonnie has always been my favorite. I already have bits and pieces of the cosplay that I'm going to be doing. I'm not doing the full suit, just the head. I have a suit. I'm going to be wearing a suit with a red tie and a red undershirt. With the suit that is the colors of Bonnie in the movie, which is blue. So that's I didn't think he was blue. I always thought he was purple, but apparently that's because of the lighting. And if you go and look at Scott Cawthon's blueprints of making the game, he's blue. He's actually straight up blue. That is actually really cool to know. So he's like a really dark he's like a purple blue, but he's more blue. And it looks really cool. I did not know that. And he looks better with the blue. I think he looks really cool with the blue. There's this one picture that I really like, and I think he looks really, really cool. So I'll be Withered Bonnie, and I'm going to be doing blue, not purple this time. Because if you guys know about my old mask, I made it purple. So, and we all know that's wrong. So, I'm going to be making it blue this time. So I'm excited for that. If you guys are gonna go see the movie, I hope to see a lot of you guys at the movie, even though you guys will not know who the fuck I am. And that's fine. I am pure fear. I'm not a big enough YouTuber for people to know me. Who the fuck knows me? I don't know. Mate, actually, this is not me fucking with you. One person knew who I was. My whole time, I've only ever met one person that was subscribed to me that actually met me in real life. And it was a kid I met in high school. Yes, my channel has been around since high school. I went by Mr. Ripcord. All of you guys should know that I went by Mr. Ripcord. That was my old channel name. It's Pure Fear now. My friend drew me the artwork for my channel now, so I have a more professional look to my channel now. And I think I'm gonna play Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 as well. For maybe not when it comes out, because I just bought Slime VR full body tracking, so stay tuned for that when that comes to me, when it delivers. Excited for that. Slime VR is doing a great job. And also, so people don't get upset with me when I said suck a dick in the beginning of the video, me sucking a dick. I'm bi, so I'm kind of joking with how gay I can be. I mean, if you want, I can talk about titties. Anyway, I've been watching too much of the How It's Made guy. That's what I'm gonna call him. Hugbees. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I've been watching a little bit too much of him, and he has a little bit, some of my humor. He's a little more sarcastic and a little more into it than I am, but that's okay. Stay tuned. I might actually re-record FNAF 1, because I think that would be really, really cool, or Sister Location, because I haven't came back to that ever since I recorded it in 2016. I was like 2 years fucking too late, but, and I was a kid then. I'm an adult now. I'm 22 years old, so with dementia. Excuse me, sorry, I'm 22 years old with dementia. I am 22 years old with dementia. I am... Such a dead meme. What am I on about? Nah, I Also, you guys are probably curious. Before I go, yes, the surgery is doing good. It's 7 months now, I think. Maybe a little over that. And I'm doing pretty good. The medication has been affecting my sleep, though, still a little bit. So I haven't been able to sleep very well. Sooner or later, you're gonna see me have really bad eyes and droopiness like Mudahar has. I'm not making fun of you, Mudahar. Love your content. But like, he has, like, the really dark, baggy eyes, because of, I can't remember what disorder, or, it's not a disability or disorder, is it? Is it a disorder? I'm not sure, so correct me if I'm wrong. But it's like insomnia, I think, and where he can't sleep, he gets really bad night terrors or something like that, nightmares, and which jolts him awake. So I remember watching one of his videos on sleeping in VR Minecraft to fix that. Anyway, if you guys are hyped for the movie, let me know. Hit that like button if you liked. Let me know what you think about my theory and about Markiplier possibly being in the movie. If you live in Canada, I hope to see you guys at the movie, even though you guys probably don't know me. Okay, I'm bringing the Bonnie mask and the suit to the movies. So, if you see me now, and if you live in Canada, Ontario, and you see a guy with a withered body mask with a guy with a Springtrap mask wearing suits, he has a purple bow tie, purple shirt with the golden suit. If you see me, just say hi. Even though I'm not that big of a YouTuber, it's okay. You can say hi to me. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. I'm probably not even going to be really that noticed. Anyway. So, yeah, like I said, if you guys liked, hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. This video already has one way too long than I wanted it to. And yeah, stay cool. This was Peer Fear. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.